Hello. How you doing? Welcome back. It's been about a week. It's been almost exactly one full week since the stream was last live. There's a lot to talk about. There's quite a few things to discuss. Hope you had a good time on that show. It was a ton of fun to do. And before we get started, just right off the bat, every time there's a show that happens, every time, oh, I'm gonna do this big thing, whatever, and get a bunch of people together and do a bunch of stuff, I almost get that, like, it's over. No, it can't be, right? Like, we're gonna do another, we gotta do like 5 more games. It's just, right? It's just like, oh, that was awesome. I had so much fun. Oh well, on to the next one, right? So I'm in one of those places right now where it's like, wow, that was so much fucking fun. God, all right, well, that was cool. We'll do another one. We'll do another one at some point. But yeah, no, it was a ton of fun. I had a blast. Hopefully everybody else did too. We had some technical problems in the middle of the stream, which, weirdly enough, when we changed Twitch ingest servers, it fixed it. Something about the encoder, I have no idea. We'll have to figure that out. But hey, but what, we got a really important first question. Do you still have the mustache? Well, you're gonna have to find out. You'll have to find out very soon. I mustached you a question. But anyways, yeah, it was a fantastic time. Forget about the, I'm so glad that the first 3 or 4 innings were fine, and then we had that, you should have seen what was going on up in the production truck. Community Jake was assembling a new computer. He was literally making a new computer. He was building a computer up there. Because he was like, is it the video processor? Because we had 3 or 4 straight innings of, it was fine. The stream was perfect, no problems at all, and then all of a sudden it was just like, what's going on? So he built a whole computer up there, and apparently he switched ingest servers and it fixed it. But I mean, I'm just happy it was only for like an inning and a half and not the whole thing. We have something really cool here. So I'm gonna just kind of talk about the day, talk about kind of leading up to it and everything. I'll answer pretty much any questions you guys have, and we'll go from here. But there are about 300 photos that are going to be in a slideshow behind the scenes. Resident Mod Leather Jacket took these photos. It was really cool. And all right, I'm going to answer the burning question. I'll answer it. It's time to answer it. Do you still have the mustache? What do you think? Place your bets. Do you think it's still there? Is it still there? Were you wearing ass paddings? No, that's my real ass. Why would I put in ass paddings? Why would I do that? That would be so strange. You know, being in the umpire gear in the first place, having like the turtle armor on underneath is already kind of enough. I had these huge leg pads that I was supposed to wear, and I was like, no thanks. It was just too bulky. I did have a cup on though. So all the people that were saying, holy shit, dude, you are so lucky. What if you took one right into the balls? I was wearing a cup. There's a clip circulating around of me whacking myself with the bat and the balls. Yeah, I'm fine. I had a cup on. I don't recommend you do that at home. Don't try that at home, obviously. No, it's that you didn't. Why would that's one thing I'm going to protect, okay? What I told everybody that was in production, I said, make sure my face is good and make sure my balls are good. Well, I didn't say that to them, but like I was thinking that. Like, I don't care about anything else. I could take a ball to the, I could take a ball to like the arm. I could take a ball to the knee, to the chest, to the back. I don't care. The face, we protect that. And the balls, we protect those too, right? Like, I protect those. That's it. Balls and face, that's all I care about. That's it. And I had them protected. Anyways, all right, it's time to reveal. Like, this is a big deal or not, but a lot of you think I still have it. And you are absolutely incorrect. You're correct. It's still there. It's not as dark, I guess. It's still there. What if that was pre-recorded? Could have been. All right, I'll play the real video now. It's still there. So, there's going to be kind of a little bit of a reveal here. It's going to be a little bit of a reveal. Yes, I had a mustache during this show because I wanted one because I thought it would be fun and interesting and funny. Oh, they got a big mustache. He's the mustache guy. It was filled in. It was filled in. The makeup artist filled it in, so it was darker. I can't actually grow a real mustache like that. This is what it looks like. It's filled in. Should you keep it? I don't think I can keep it. I really don't think so. Don't keep it. But yeah, so I'm just going to let the slideshow play and we'll talk. If I see something interesting to bring up, I think it'd be fun to talk about, but I can't stress this enough. So anytime that a show like this happens where you're bringing in a bunch of people that don't understand like Twitch and streaming culture, so a lot of them did, but a lot of them didn't. And trying to explain to people like, hey, we're doing this live thing. This is what's going to happen. This is what we're doing. And from top to bottom of the order here, every performer, every player all the broadcasters in the broadcast booth. Oh my God, they fucking killed it. It didn't matter what position you were in. They were unfucking believable. They were so funny and they were so good. I mean, yeah, there was obviously like weeks of preparation, and then we spent a few days talking to everybody, and there was obviously a lot of direction, right? But still, that was a lot of fun. That was absolutely a huge blast, and I'm so happy that everybody had a great time, and everybody did have a great time. So I stamp it as that was a success. I mean, would I have liked to have had the stream not turn off 3 or 4 times? Absolutely. And that's very frustrating. But you have to take that out of the equation when everybody had so much fun. That's like, I had the time of my life, like calling balls and strikes and just run around. Like, so at the end of the day, I think it was a monumental success. And I'm incredibly proud and happy of the entire team and every player, all the coaches, the 2 coaches. They weren't baseball coaches. Those were actors. They would, we actually told, actually, why am I not letting this play? This has to play. All right, start playing. So we told the coaches, hey, you're going to be a baseball coach. And they're like, oh, that's really, really cool. That's awesome. I know a little bit about baseball, but not really that much about baseball. Were they real teams? Yes, those were real players, ranging from college players to some of them saw some professional baseballs. I mean, those were real players. Those weren't actors. I can hear the mustache move. And yeah, Fansley, that Fansley with the streaker, I thought that was really funny. I thought that was really funny. And Fansley really came through hard. Fansley was a huge supporter of this stream, and I got to make it clear to everybody, stuff like this can't happen without support like that. It just can't. The price tags on some of these shows, I don't really need to talk about them, but you know, they're astronomical sometimes. So, I'm grateful and happy that sponsors actually wanted to come through and do some of this stuff. Because it's not that it's hard to sell a show like this to sponsors, but at the end of the day, it's like, oh yeah, we're going to do the Circus and Magicians baseball show where I'm like an umpire. I don't know umpiring. I don't know anything about I mean, I watched baseball when I was like 17. It's like, oh, how much money is this show? I get it. I do. But at the end of the day, we get support from the places we get them, and it was awesome. I thought it flowed really well. Yeah, and everybody at CarShield Field in St. Louis, they were fantastic. They were so much fun to work with. They were so awesome. Like I said, from top to bottom, doesn't matter. Like even the food was the delivery and stuff. Like everything was just on point. Everything was perfect. Doesn't matter if you were, you know, a principal player or somebody on production or somebody that was working behind the scenes. Everybody, doesn't matter who it was. Why are you so red? Oh, because I have the action movie filter on from like 2 weeks ago. Shave or I'm gonna unsub. How about you relax? Like, I mean, look, you could. How about you can unsub if you feel like it. You don't have to because I have a fucking gross mustache. Oh, they were just making fucking deals. You know what I mean? This area is just making deals all the fun. No, I was actually talking to Mono. I was talking to Holly. I love the mustache. It does look good. There you go. Wait. Let's go back. So everybody that was on the performance group. This is a bunch of performers. So people didn't realize that it was not just baseball players. It was baseball players, and it was like real circus performers blended in. A lot of these guys did not see a single time in the field. They did not see a single ball. There were, I want to say, we had 25 baseball players and like 12 performers. There were 12 like circus type performers, 25 baseball players, 5 other actors. So yeah, there was a lot of moving parts here. So anytime you saw something really interesting, like circus wise, or some magic tricks or whatever, that was not a baseball player, and it flowed really, really well. Like I said, who were the commentators? They were the best part of the whole show. Yeah, they were unbelievable. And that, let me just go, they did all that based on, so for, I want to say probably like an hour or two before the show is when I sat down with those two and really was like, this is kind of what I'm looking for. This is kind of what the world that is here. This is the kind of universe. And here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. This is what you guys should talk about. This is what you shouldn't talk about. They got maybe 1 hour of direction, 2 hours of direction. And they carried that whole entire broadcast. Were they confused? No. No, they were on point. They were ready to go. They knew everything to say. Absolute kings. Oh, yeah. There was a lot of sexual innuendo. Well, you understand that we had a streaker with a Fansly integration. By the way, I need to confirm something right now. Very important. Most important thing of the entire show. You might have seen it on Twitter. You might have seen it posted somewhere, and can I confirm that that's true? Ball Fondler has officially been unbanned. They are officially not banned from the channel. They can post freely. Probably just going to get banned again, if I'm honest. I mean, look, when you get the get out of jail free card in Monopoly, you can get out of jail free, but that doesn't mean you can't go back to jail. It's not a get out of jail forever. So you could just go right back. People, we're getting people hooing Ball Fondler? We're getting people actually Omega Lol hooing Ball Fondler. I can't believe that. I'm actually surprised. Yeah, they were practicing juggling and stuff. Did you see the fire breather? The fire breathing was fucking insane. Yeah, there was a lot of and people were asking about who were the people in the audience. So we didn't, obviously, right? Very obviously, we didn't want people to know kind of immediately where we were for very obvious reasons, right? It's just like, wait a minute, I live right down the street from CarShield Field. Let's go. And we obviously, we're doing a show, and we didn't want somebody to come on in and be like, yeah, let's sit down. And they throw a fucking large soda onto the field and then, run. We didn't have that to happen. We had security at the event. We had private security there. So, I mean, they were obviously handling anything that would come about. But they were just random, I guess, kind of friends and family members of whoever was there, whoever we kind of cleared to be there, I guess you could say. So that people were wondering, who the fuck are these people in the audience? Like, how did they get there? Why are they here? It's because they were like a private invite from one of the players or one of the performers or whatever. They were like friends and family. Not this community, Jake. You'll see in a few minutes the amount of times that me and Jake had this, because I was down here and he was up here. The amount of times that in between innings, we both came running down to each other, to this weird cage that we were both separated by. It was just like, hey, so what's going on? How we doing up there? How we doing? You need anything down here? Yeah, no, I need more balls to be supplemented down here. How's the video going in the truck? We literally just came down to the blockage and then and then turned around and ran. That happened almost every single in between inning. Somebody said I tried to get in, but I was denied. Well, yeah, dude. What do you want me to say? We can't just have anybody just show up and run on the field. We already had a streaker. I don't need two. There's the performers practicing again. And yeah, some of my favorite shots of this whole thing were when it would just randomly cut to one of the performers just standing on a ball in the outfield. Just standing there, just kind of balancing on it on the unicycles. It was so funny. Just randomly, why would you be back there doing that? So we were going over that. So obviously, I don't want to break anybody's immersion here, but we're going to. We're watching back the pre-recorded segment at the end of the show, which those guys were so good too. Those sports analyst guys at the desk, everybody was so good. It was so fun. It wasn't live. Well, it wasn't live. Of course, it was a pre-recorded show. That wasn't the Mind Game wasn't currently a live broadcast. It was from the previous earlier in the day, earlier in the week. The stream was fake. No, it was real. It was real enough. But yeah, we were watching it back earlier in the day to make sure okay, is it ready to go? It's ready to go. Yeah, we have I think the best part. Oh, this is the makeup. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how long it takes. It takes a long time to paint 20 people's faces in clown makeup. It actually takes a fairly long time. So we had 2 or 3 makeup artists just cycling people in. All right, your turn, your turn, your turn. It took about 2 or 3 hours to do all this. Just wait till I sit down and you see them fill in my mustache. It was embarrassing. All right, so this is before the show. This is where we're just kind of preparing, because this is the first time we had really everybody together, which you can't see over here, but there's another probably 50 people sitting, or 60 people, whatever, total sitting in these seats. And we were just kind of doing a full kind of production meeting, right? Okay, here we go. Let's do it. And I hadn't eaten pretty much all day because I'm obviously just running around like crazy. So you're going to see a bunch of footage of me with this same salad in my hand for 3 hours. I don't know how many pictures there are of this, but it's a solid probably 2 to 3 hours I was walking around with this. Because, I'm just eating, I there's no time to eat, right? There isn't. Anybody that's ever Like some of you guys that know this, when you're like working on something and you're really in the zone and you don't want to take any breaks, you're just, I'm ready to fucking go. Let's go, right? Eating food sometimes is impossible because it's like, oh yeah. I gotta eat food. No, that's gonna take like 30 minutes. I don't have time. Nope. No time for that. I'll do it later. I'll eat later. So this is the I'll eat later. This is probably, I want to say maybe an hour and 10 minutes before the show. So I'm just kind of like, well, maybe like 2 hours or so. I'm just like walking around with like the salad. Like, yeah, okay, no, that looks good. That looks good. We need you over here. Like just shoveling salad in my mouth. Salads are really easy to eat on the go because it does. Here's the thing about a salad, and those of you that are like work kind of like on location and shit, like chicken on salad, just like, you know, strips of chicken with a salad, cold as fuck, cold. You could walk around with that for an hour or two. It's not like, oh no, I have to eat this hot sandwich or this hot bowl of, you know, quinoa and like meat and shit. No, dude, if you're ever on the go like that, get yourself like a barbecue chicken salad, a lot of greens in there, and you can walk around and eat that for 2 hours, like I did. Yeah, and I presented with it. And now looking back at this, this looks fucking weird. Now that I'm like seeing this, this looks very strange. This looks like, why am I? This is actually kind of strange when I'm looking back at this. Me like, oh, like, okay, here's let's talk. And there's like, is that a? All right, so I don't really like. All right, let me explain. I don't really like dressing on salads. I think it like kind of ruins the salad. It turns it into this weird mush. So I don't usually use the salad dressing. So I usually don't open the cup. And when they put the cups in there, sometimes I just leave them in just in case. Yeah, we still drop. Yeah, we are. I don't get it. I gotta talk to somebody at like Twitch at like Data or something because I don't have any idea what's going on. It doesn't make any sense across the board. Like they just hate they just hate the traffic that's coming from my channels. They just hate it. I don't get it. I have to like jump, server switch. All right, I got one. This one works. Conspiracy Andy. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm just saying like over the last 6 months, my traffic has been perfect on my end, but some route that it takes to Twitch, it hates it. It hates me. It's not just you. Well, what the heck? Anyways, so get a big salad, and I'm not a conspiracy. That's not a conspiracy. I mean, look, I'm dropping frames. All right, let's skip the like me eating food stuff. All right, so yeah, we had everybody kind of lined up here, just hearing all the. You know what the best part is? Hold on a minute. It's in character. Like the sad crying clown. These guys were amazing, and also okay. So this is a very serious meeting, and there's something about a very serious meeting. Okay, guys, we're about 2 hours away from the show. My name's German985. I know I've talked to you guys a lot over the last few weeks, but here we are, kind of like a let's go kind of here. Let's talk session. And oh, come on, man. So I changed it to the Mexico server again. That's what fixed it the last time. Should I stream to the Mexico Twitch server? Is that what I have to do again? He's fuming. Oh, I am fuming. This is fume. Oh, why is he so red? You understand how hot my blood is? It's like 110 degrees. All right. Anyways, let's go. So yeah, but what I was saying was doing a big meeting with I'm standing down here, like off camera, looking up and describing to people. Okay, so then, by the way, when the streaker comes out, what we're gonna have to do is everyone's gonna still continue playing, and this guy's gonna get naked, and you're looking at a bunch of clown faces and a bunch of people that are just like, okay, it's just like, what the fuck's happening? This is weird. This is a very strange conversation. But I live for that shit though. This is like one of my favorite parts of every show is this. Like we're all actually here and we're all actually going to do this is some of my favorite part of any show. Whatever is in there looks gross, but you have to just like, gotta mix it together or whatever. All right. It was, I better not have any more fucking food in any of these photos. But yeah, so from up here, this is me getting into my umpire. And people, let me, at umpire gear, everyone's like, what is he, fucking stupid? Why is he wearing his umpire gear under his clothes? What is he, dumb? He's a child. That's what you do. You don't wear it over the clothes. I'm not a like, You wear the armor under the clothes. You wear your football pad. They don't wear the football pads over the jerseys. No, you wear everything under the clothes. Why do I look so, what am I doing? Yeah, people are like, oh yeah, dude, like, I can't believe he's so dumb. He's wearing the armor under the clothes. Yeah, that's how where it goes. It's a bulletproof vest. It's why are you so red? I don't know, man. Okay, so this is where I was getting my fake mustache filled in. Oh yeah, I had to kick this guy out. I felt really bad because I had to be done because they had to mic me up. And I had to get into the production truck and be like, okay, because this is like 25 minutes before the show, 30 minutes before the show. And I had to kick this guy out of the chair. So if you're wondering why he's got this ring, it's because it's like, I got to get my mustache done. I got to get my mustache done. And I've got to sit. I'm sorry, man. He's like, no, I get it. So I sit down and I must have looked like such a weirdo. Like, this guy's about to get his face filled in with clown makeup and he has to move because this egomaniac wants to make sure his mustache looks good filled in for the camera. This is not a requirement. This is. This was not necessary. This was. So I kind of just was like, I gotta get my mustache filled in. I have to get it filled in. And everyone's just like waiting their turn. It was disgusting too. I looked so, yeah, look at how gross that is. It looks like there are wires coming out of my, over here. I can't grow a mustache. I really can't. Oh, by the way, this is when I was tweeting the go live tweet. I forgot. I was like, oh shit, I've got to tweet. I've got to tweet right now. So this is it. This is like 10 minutes before the show. I was like, crafting. Okay, how do I say that? Okay, no, like we got coffee. Okay, good. How does it look? Good. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to anything that's going on. I'm sunburn. I'm not sunburned. I have a stupid filter on. I'm turning it off. There. I don't know why that was even on in the first place. It looked stupid. The stilt walkers were amazing. You're browsing your iPad, kid. You're playing an iPad game. This shirt. This was great too. The funny part is hold on, to go back. So he was just kind of chilling in the outfield for a long time. When we would come back to there are tons of clips of him just standing menacingly kind of over the fence in right field. He kind of hung out there for a couple of innings. He was there for like 2 innings. So that you'd see like a ball would go over there, or like in the beginning of the show, he's just kind of in right field, just hanging out, just kind of standing around, like looking around. He was awesome. The stilt walkers were fantastic. I love these mascot outfits too. They're and the names of the mascots, okay. People are wondering, oh, what were the names of the mascots? I never told the broadcasters what the names of the mascots were. So they actually had names. Their names were, it was supposed to be Presto Majesto was the magician, but they called him Dumbledore, and it just made it was just better. They kept calling him Dumbledore. I just never told them their names. I just kind of forgot to. It just was one of the things that just fell out. Yeah, it was Presto Majesto, and Kooky the Clown. What were they calling the clown? It's Dumbledore. What were they calling? What were they saying the clown's name was? Maybe they didn't. They would just say the clown. They called him the clown. He was great too, the ball boy. Yeah. So another thing that is important for you guys to understand, the reason why we had so many balls come out and in, and don't tell anybody. Don't want. This is a secret. So obviously we had some dangerous shit that we were doing. And when you have 3 pitchers on the mound and a guy with like 3 bats in his hand, or somebody that can't see out of a mascot costume pitching to people, you got to be careful. And what we did was we used real baseballs and T-balls, like little league T-balls. So anytime somebody was going to get thrown at, or anytime there was going to be, okay, there's a guy in a mascot costume. He might take a baseball to the fucking face. He might take a baseball to like anywhere, because they were not protected. The people in the mascot outfits were not wearing shin guards and cups, and they were in mascot outfits. So we were using T-balls, and it's a good thing we were, because people were just kind of sliding around, throwing them at each other, hitting each other with them and stuff. So we had T-balls. When we were doing the actual baseball routines, just we were playing the game, we were using the real balls. So yeah, come on, you don't think I was thinking of this? You don't think I thought of that? There's a couple of great shots of whatever, Presto Majesto just standing there menacingly staring at the other bench. There's a bunch of footage of the great video of the clown and the magician just both like kind of staring at each other from across the bench. They were into it too. They went all out. Ball Fondler is here. Ball Fondler is here, and they are no longer banned from the channel. But if they're here, just be aware. You will get banned again if you say anything. Holy shit, Jesus. You will get banned again if you don't follow the rules. And everyone's saying, why were you accentuating your ass so much? I wasn't. This is what you're supposed to do as an umpire. I trained to be an umpire. I watched videos. The Ball Fondler wants me to play Skyrim. Oh, that's at least a fucking 30-minute ban. Ban him again. No, ban him for 30 minutes. That's what a dumb thing to say. Okay, but anyways, so as an umpire, you need to be able to see the whole strike zone. And you need to keep your chin level with the catcher's head with your right knee in, it's called getting into the spot, into the sort of back of the catcher, leaning in, head up, chin up, level. That's what I was doing. So I'm not like arching my back to be like, oh yeah, I'm like, look at my ass. No, I'm doing, this is what as an umpire stance. You were definitely drunk. You don't know anything. What? I don't even know who this is for. I think somebody at first base. Yeah, that's somebody at first base. I think, okay, the empty seats make this funnier to me because there's nobody here. Like, wow, the German Baseball Association. In fact, I've got this entire league of baseball. And there's obviously people have to be paid to be here and play. And there's a whole operation and no one's here. Nobody gives a shit about this. It's like part of it for me. Especially when there was only friends and family that were allowed, which is why you start to see some of the just, you know, the, ooh, hold on, we got an action shot here. Yeah, having like the 10 people back here in the audience is just like, wow, look, nobody really cares. The JBA is a money laundering scheme. The power cards was something too. So the power cards were not going to be in the show. Because remember, a year or two ago, I wanted to do this. And I said that we had some more time, so I got to add more stuff. So in the course from like 2021 to 2022, I was like, how do I make this like weirder? And it was, the coaches have decks of different rarities. You know, it's almost implied that these guys had to fucking buy a bunch of card packs in Hearthstone to get these. Like you had to spend like thousands of dollars in card packs, and they get these decks and they can make them. That was kind of what the implication was. So they, you know, playing the legendary card of, oh, the baby is supposed to be, oh, wow, that's hard to get. Like all the coaches don't have that. And it's just like a pay to win. Yeah. Well, you got to have a good deck. A golden legendary. Yeah. I'm so glad that they actually got the pie being filmed. Because all right. So there were two gags that I wanted to do in this kind of inning where I knew I was going to have to, this was not, I didn't know when this was going to happen, but I knew we were going to do it. I knew I was going to get pied in the face. I wanted someone in the audience to throw a full large soda, a full fountain drink, and hit me directly in the forehead. And we thought about it. We were like, how do we make that work? Right? Because this net was here, but I wanted someone to stand up and I wanted them to like full on throw a full fountain soda. And I wanted it to hit me right in the fucking mouth. I wanted it to hit me, like explode in my face and like, boom. And it would be unbearably awful to look at. I wanted to get hit directly in the face. But there was no way we could do it without it. Why? Commitment. Do you guys know that when me and Stir did he broke into my house and we argued over the money, there was going to be a routine where we were like talking and hanging out and being like, oh yeah, I know. Okay, whatever, man. Like, fuck you. We were going to have another routine where I got up, I got us sodas, and he was going to do a huge loogie while I got up into my soda, and I was going to drink it. So I'll do it. If I think it was going to be funny enough, I would have done it. You guys are fucked. No. Well, I mean, we were just sitting there thinking, like, wouldn't that be funny if you like did like a huge, like, oh yeah, man, yeah, no, dude, I'll completely water under the bridge. It's fine. Oh yeah, dude. Thanks for the Coke. Oh, yeah, I'll be right back. And he's just like, boom. And I fucking just, oh man, I love soda, and just like fucking chug the whole thing. So yes, I wanted to take a full fountain soda to the face and have it hit me in the face and have it hurt. Not that much, but like, whatever. Pre-pandemic Andy. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. I want it to hurt. I don't, look, okay. I don't want it to hurt. I want it to look like it did. You're a masochist. No, I'm not. Look, if somebody threw a soda at me at a game, what would it look like? If I got pied in the face, what would it look like? It wouldn't be like, oops. Oh, here it comes. Ooh, no, wait, hold on. I'm not ready. No, that's not what would happen. If I got pied in the face, I'm getting pied in the face, directly in the fucking face. That's how it would happen. So the funny thing to tell you about this was I was arguing with the coach when there was a play going on in the field. I was arguing with the coach, and he came over and full on did it directly into my face, right into where my eyes are. And I was arguing with, I knew it was probably coming, but I was arguing with the coach, so I took it full blast, just full on in the face. And it's shaving cream. And it started to burn my eyes. And it blew out the microphone. So doing the Manscaped ad, the microphone was destroyed. The microphone was destroyed from the shaving cream. And right now, my eyes are burning. They're on fire. So doing the Manscaped read turned out to be quite a disaster in regards to how I felt. In between this inning and the next one, I was dumping water in my eyes. And it was okay after a little while. Shaving cream, thankfully, is not that harsh after a while. I think it added to it. I think it was funnier that the microphone got destroyed. You could have had a clown do the flower squirt gag. Yeah. Or, I mean, I could have taken a full pie to the face. It happened again at the end of the show, too. It might have been the same actor. Just kind of looking for me. You know what I mean? But I did take a second one in the face at the end during the fight. You had cue cards? Yeah, I had cue cards. I wanted to make sure I got it right because they were a big supporter of the stream. Stop leaning and sit straight. Shut up. Are you my mom? Shut up. Shut up. Well, because I'm reading chat. I'm reading chat over here. Get a cigarette sponsorship. Stop talking about cigarettes, you weird person. Stop talking about me smoking cigarettes. There's a group of people in this community that like are cigarette Andes, and they think it's like wicked funny. They're like, oh, hey, dude, like say, like, type like, hey, you should smoke a pack of cigarettes on stream today. They're like this. They're like the cigarette comedians. There's a group of cigarette comedians that are in this community. I mean, I guess it's kind of funny, but no, I would never have a cigarette sponsor. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't like. Well, you know what? Who fucking knows, right? Okay, on the next one, who knows? But I will tell you that yes, there is a next one, and the next one is gonna be fucking crazy, and I'm gonna spoil it right now. I'm gonna spoil the next show right now. You ready? Baseball's over. Baseball's over. I can talk about this now. I'm gonna spoil this. It's time for you to get fucking spoiled. He keeps freezing. Yeah, it's this stupid server that I'm streaming. I swallowed it. I'm fine. But anyways, the next one is coming. The next one is going to be at the same scale as this. It's probably bigger than this. It is not wrestling, but I will tell you it is. Okay, here's a spoiler. You want your spoiler? Fine. It's not going to be 3 years from now. I'm hopeful that this can be a thing we're doing by the end of the year or earlier, depending. I will tell you who it is. I'll tell you who is involved. There's going to be a stream on this channel in the next so on months, whenever it is, starring somebody who's become a pretty good friend of mine. Although I'm not really a friend, I'd say more of an acquaintance. You all know him as Mr. Greens. He's working on something. He wants some of my help promoting it and shouting it out, I guess. So I don't want to give too many details away, but I've been contacted by Mr. Greens to help with promoting something, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do it. I haven't decided yet. But this will be this is according to what Mr. Greens has told me. This is going to be a fucking huge show, huge. So that's all I'm going to tell you. It's the only thing you will know until it becomes a reality that I can actually really start to talk about with more technical problems than you expected. Oh yeah, because we because remember the pre-recorded segments from that sports like the Crunch Time, that show at the end. We did all that before the stream. Everything was clean. There was no video problems. There was no video processing problems. There was no encoding problems. And the stream started the first 3 to 4 straight innings. It was about an hour and a half. Was perfect. There was not a single problem. It just all of a sudden, in the 4th and 5th inning, it just kind of started to go haywire. And they had no idea why it was happening. And they tried different video processors. The stream came down like 2 or 3 different times to try different video stuff and encoding stuff. But I think they just switched ingest servers. And it was fine after that. Which is, I don't know. We have no idea. So it was weird how it was fine for the first 3 innings and then fine for the last 5 innings. It was just weird. We don't really know. How did the Roadrunner joke happen? Well, the magic of television. I won't tell you that one. Where's Bugleberry? Where's Bugleberry? Bugleberry has... I've been talking to Bugleberry. You might hear from Bugleberry at some point soon. Oh, also, I want to bring this up. I tweeted about it, but the merch for the show went so unbelievably quickly. We did not expect it to go that fast. So all the souvenir balls and some other game used stuff, we kind of replenished the store. So the souvenir balls went so quickly that it was just like, oh, should we just do more of these? So there are now, we replenished the store with some items. There are new, you can buy a signed ball. I think there's a limited supply of in the stream stuff that was used in the stream, but we're replenishing the souvenir balls that I'll sign. Because I don't know, if you have like limited quantity of stuff like that, I want people that wanted one to be able to get one. And so we're just going to put it back up. So it's German985.com. Store is there. Go take a look at what's available again. And you're saying it, Allison. We had the sign in the outfield, so let's talk about it. Grotto Beasts. The signs in the outfield. Oh, this is a great picture. The sign was in the outfield here, and it's coming along. I will reliably tell you, okay, just want to make sure I didn't puke. We are, I want to say, maybe 2 to 3 months away from taking pre-orders. It is imminent. There's been a lot of play testing. Apparently very fun. It's a full game. It's got a lot of cards. And we're very hopeful that I can finally tell you that somewhere into holiday of this year is when you will actually be able to purchase this and own it. Physical cards, yes. Physical cards. There are a lot of cards. And as we get closer, we'll start to talk about that more. But I really want it to be kind of a holiday this year. So it's coming along. Does it come in a loot crate? No. You buy what are you talking about, loot crate? They're physical NFTs. It's a fucking card, man. Stop saying that. Physical NFT. Oh yeah, this part's so funny. Okay, so we asked if they could smoke. Like, oh yeah, is it okay to have like a cigarette? Like it's the circus, I got my guy sitting out there smoking. We were gonna do a routine where everyone on the bench on the circus team had a cigarette in their mouth. And they were all smoking. But it turns out that was not gonna fly. So we were allowed to have like one, but every single person, we wanted a shot of like 20 people in the dugout, just all having a cigarette in their mouth. But we also wanted to respect the field too, and that's I don't want to, disrespect somebody else's space. If it's like, no, that's not fucking okay, then like, okay, forcing actors to smoke. No. It was like if they did smoke. I don't know how many people smoked. They could have had a fake one, right? It would have been fake. What a cigarette comedian that would be. All right, all right, you got me. No, you got me. No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. That's fair. All the cigarette comedians. The community of like 40 cigarette comedians in this community. Yeah, that's fair. I'll take it. I'll take the loss on that one. unban that person, they're banned for 5 seconds. What is going on here? Am I about to get slapped? Did I get slapped in the face? I don't think so. Oh no, right. This is when the mascots started fighting each other for the first time. The mascots, I don't know anything. This is so perfect. I wonder if he went through more than one cigarette. Who designed the mascots? Those were we just bought them from a mascot wholesaler or retailer. Took a while to find the right ones, but we just bought them. Dude, the part where the mascots are in the back fighting and with the trash can and he's like smashing him like down here with the trash can. I remember seeing that and going, oh fuck. I don't want to give too much away, but whatever. It was when he snapped his neck. Ugh. Well, the horns. There were actually people in the audience that had a clown noisemaker, and it was distracting. It was like no, 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 no. They did it after every other pitch. It was distracting. It really was. Yeah, like the video processing. So this is what it looked like up here. This was like the video zone. They were with the production truck, which is why it was so weird when the video started having problems, because like this is all broadcast equipment. This is all, these guys do this for a living. This is broadcast baseball level equipment. So it was just so bizarre. It was just like, why is this happening? Why the fuck are we dropping frames? And like I can tell you right now, why the fuck am I dropping frames right now? Who were you rooting for? I was rooting for a good show. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. But I mean, the circus though. I mean, it's a circus. Unicycles, fire breathing. Look at all these props down here too. They had just so much random shit down here that they were just told. So we told them, we were just like, oh yeah, just do whatever you want. You guys can do whatever you want. You want to like throw stuff at me? You want to walk around and make balloon animals and shit? Please do. And that's what they were just doing in the dugout. They were just having a grand old time. They were having a grand old time. What about the security? The security guard was an actor. That's another actor. He was awesome. Both the security guard and the streaker, they were both actors. And they were great. They were fantastic. They did their roles very well. Very believable. And here he is. He was just walking around too. He was just walking around out kind of on the field with his two-seater shirt on. How many people involved knew what your streams were beforehand? There were a few people that knew the channel, but we kept it really under wraps for a long time because obviously we didn't want the location to leak prematurely. Because look, there's one thing about having your location leak 10 minutes into the show and you have security versus the location is leaked a month or two before the show and people know where it's going to be. There's a huge difference. So that was obviously part of the reason why we kept it really kind of tight, even to cast and crew. But a few days before the show, and like obviously during the show and the day before the show, people did know. How come the audio's not syncing? Because I keep dropping frames to the server. You couldn't place Missouri on a map, by the way. I can. It's just not under pressure. The stream is falling apart. Yeah, dude, I don't want to fucking restart and go play server hopping until I find one that works. But I have to ping somebody at Twitch about this. It's kind of fucking ridiculous, if I'm honest. So I got to talk to somebody and be like, can you just see where my traffic is going and find out why the fuck this is happening? Well, I mean, it's fine, but I've dropped 10,000 frames streaming to a West Coast server. Like, do I really have to go to like Mexico to have my stream stay on without problems? Mexico arc. Oh, the 7th inning stretch, or I think it was actually the 8th inning stretch. This guy, I love this guy. This face, he had this face all night. It didn't change once. He came up to me with the balls and he had that face. He was in character and he nailed it. It was so good. Were they real clowns? Yes. Well, they were performers. They were a performance group based in St. Louis. who came up with the players' names, I wrote them all down like 4 or 5 months ago. I just wrote them all down. I sat there and just was like, I'm going to come up with names. How much was improv and how much was scripted? So with an event like this, when you have a bunch of people, it's because it's not just me doing something. And I saw a lot of people saying, man, you were just the umpire. I really wish you were like a commentator or you did something else besides being the umpire. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be this kind of umpire character guy that didn't do that stuff. I didn't want to read from a script in this show. I wanted to be outrageous. I wanted to get pied in the face and shit and not know when. So before the show even happened, and what I do with pretty much any of these things that you ever see, is I write like 3 pages or 4 pages just of stuff. I want to see this. I want it to be like this. I want their names to be this. I want it to look like this. I want, this is what I inning by inning, I kind of gave like what I was looking for. And I would say, like, obviously the Roadrunner bit was something we planned to do. That's something I wanted to see. The Streaker thing was planned. It was that we want the Streaker to come out in the 7th inning. That was going to happen. That was planned. But when the Streaker took his shirt off and came to the field, they were directed to just do whatever they wanted. It was an improv show. It was up to them. And obviously I gave them guidelines of, here's what I would like to see you do. Here's what I don't want to see you really do. But everybody here was just like, hey, let's go do this. That would be fun. Hey, let's go do this. That would be fun. Hey, you know what? I'm going to get on the unicycle this inning. So if a ball gets hit to me, good luck. What did you not want the Streaker to do? Take his underwear off. Yeah, I think the number one thing that kind of reiterated to this actor was, hey, yeah, just make sure those pants don't come off. Just make sure that doesn't come off. Like this, just make sure your underwear doesn't come off. Keep your underwear on. Keep this on. Don't take this off. Do not take that off for any reason. Because I would be taking a pretty long vacation from streaming, I think, if that were the case. Did you practice plate umpiring? No, I watched a lot of videos, and we spent the previous day, I was kind of going over, I was behind the plate, obviously, when we filmed a lot of the other scenes. So I had a lot of time to figure out how to do it. This was planned too. Like so one of the things that I wanted to do is I wanted to throw too many people out, so I had to play in the game. One thing that I didn't get to do that I really wanted to do. So the joke was I was going to throw out too many people on the circus side, so then I would have to play in the game. And I wanted to go into center field and still call balls and strikes from center field. You were a trash umpire. Okay, I got the whole field to look at here. I wanted to be in center field and be like, strike! But it just turned out we just didn't do it. Did you know that that player was stealing balls from you? No, I didn't. I didn't feel that at all. Because remember, I have this big umpire turtle armor suit on. So like I have a bunch of shit here. I had 2 like mic packs. I had this in-ear like Secret Service ear. I had this microphone that was here, and they were all packed here. So they had so much shit all over me, I couldn't tell. He stole the ball from me, and then he tagged me out with it, and that's what. And then I figured it out. I was like, "You got this 2 balls out here. That's not the right ball." I was safe. I actually was safe. That whole event was unironically the best thing I've ever seen on Twitch. I'm really glad you think that. I really am. Every time I ever want to do something like this, I think the most important thing that I relay this to the people that are here too, is the whole entire goal is to try to have as much fun as possible. That's all I fucking want, I promise. And I think that when you bring in people and everybody from this guy to this guy to this guy to the people in the stands to the people that were running production to all the people out here, and when it's clear that people are having a good time, it is a good time, and that's undeniable that it was a fun time. Forget about any of the technical problems that kind of drop the stream up and down a few times. Every time a show happens, at the end of it, I sit down afterwards and I go, was that fun? Did people have a good time? That's all I care about. And if the answer is yes, then all right, then that's great. I'm glad we did it. I'm not trying to like one up like Dollhouse, I think, right? Because Dollhouse was so ridiculous and so much went into that. That was a multi-stream, multi-day event. I don't care about, you know, oh, I got to do something that's like Dollhouse. It's got to be as big as Dollhouse. It's got to be. Dollhouse was an unbelievable, astronomical amount of money. Oh, okay, I've got to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars again on this one. That's not what happens. It's just, I want to make something happen. If I think it's fun, then I want to do it. So there's never a comparison. There's never like a, oh yeah, I mean, that was all right, but like it fucking wasn't as good as Dollhouse. This next stream, I got to spend $1 million on it to make sure it's better than Dollhouse. No, that's not what I think about. It just, was it good? Did I have a fun time? Did everyone else there have a fun time? And it was did people watching think it was fun? Yes. Good. Okay, let's do the next one now. Rich Randy. You're a humble billionaire. No, but the point is, I guess the whole point of this is when you see the price tags of some of these shows maybe and you hear about it, if I have, you know, like tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for a show, the show is going to be tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars for the show. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I have this opportunity, which I'm lucky every fucking day to be here and sitting here doing this, if I'm given the opportunity to be able to have somebody like Fansly come in and support the show, Manscaped, right? Like I can take in this money, then yeah, let's do something fucking huge if I can. And look, this could have just not been funny at all. This could have been terrible. This could have been so not funny and shit. And it was like, well, you know what? We tried, right? We tried. But there's a lot of risk that comes with this, and I like I said, I never want it to be thought of as like, oh yeah, of course this show isn't going to be. I mean, yeah, oh, Jerma, you put on these huge money shows, and they're so fun, and well, I wish more people would do that. I'm in a fucking crazy opportunity, and I don't want to take for granted for it any day of the week, ever. It's a very unique, insane opportunity to be looking at these pictures, which is why I try to, I don't know, I try to keep my brain grounded as much as I can. And like I said, so like before one of these shows goes off, I'll be like in my hotel room and just be sitting there going like, fuck, I hope this is fun. I hope this is funny. Whoa, hope this works. The announcers were amazing. They were. And speaking of hotel rooms, I've got to talk about this. This is important. You want to know what I found out about a hotel room recently? Staying in a hotel in St. Louis? You cannot watch a horror movie in a hotel room. I was watching, I was watching The Black Phone, and I'm sitting there watching it, and every so often there's just people screaming, like, and I'm just sitting there like, fucking turn the volume down. Like, I swear to God, nobody's getting killed in here. You know what I mean? Like when you go to a hotel room, you are surrounded by complete strangers sleeping in other rooms near you. You can't fucking watch a horror movie in a hotel room. You'd have to sit there and you just go like, all right, let's put it, this was a scary one. Let's put it on. The second that you hear that scream, and then you I can't, now there's like something going on. I can't even hear the dialogue because what did they say? I can't watch this. And then you turn it all the way down and you're missing dialogue. So you're like, fuck, I got to turn it up. I still can't hear it. Up. Another scream. And it's even louder than the first one that you tried to correct with the volume decrease in the first place. And I'm just imagining somebody walking down the hall, whether somebody from like a staff member of the hotel or somebody like getting out like, oh, okay, kids, it's time to go to the water park. And you just hear somebody fucking screaming for their life in this room. I just can't. I can't. You can't watch a horror movie in a hotel room unless you turn it all the way down really low and put on subtitles. And it sucks. It's such a pain in the ass because you have to volume down, volume up, volume down, volume up. You're like this weird remote control quarterback of the whole, and I just want to watch the movie. You paid for the room. Who cares? Yeah, but like, dude, I don't know. It's like, I feel weird. I feel weird sitting there just listening to somebody scream wicked loud in the hotel room. It's just like, fuck, I don't want you to hear that. Self-conscious Samuel. It's just a movie. Don't worry. We'll back you up. These guys were wild. They were having the time of their life. That made me so happy. Seeing how much fun all these guys were having was just like, all right, you're having a good time. You're having a good time. You just came up to the plate. You're doing like this funny routine. You're loving it. I'm loving it. You know, this is great. I'm having a blast. Bluetooth headphones exist. I'm kind of like a Bluetooth headphone. I don't have a Bluetooth headphone. I doubt they would care. People have fist fights in hotel rooms. Yeah, but all I'm imagining is I'm sitting there watching and I'm like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I paid for this room. I don't care. I'm watching the Scream movies at full volume, right? I don't even care anymore. And then I get halfway through. I'm 20 minutes into the movie and it's like, there's a knock at the front door. And I look out, it's like a hotel staff person. Yeah, we're getting a noise complaint. Heard that somebody was screaming in here. I'm just like, I knew it. And one day it's gonna happen, and it's gonna freak me out. Why don't you have AirPods? I don't have earpods. Yeah, this is the brawl, and they took the brawl seriously. Yes, this was supposed to happen. It just, I can tell you, I don't want to ruin the show, but it was really funny how this actually ended up. This is behind the scenes shit. Let's talk about it. Do you want to hear the behind the scenes of how fucked up the last like 20 minutes was? Okay, so do you see the inning that we're in right now? This is the top of the 10th inning. This is the bottom of the 10th inning. We went to extra innings. We were not supposed to go to extra innings. So what happened was the Magicians team was playing really well, and it got to a point where they were ahead by way too much because they had to be in their dugout for the crunch take routine, because they charge out of their dugout in the footage that we had already recorded. So we were like, oh shit, we can't end the game because the Magicians have to be in their dugout. They have to charge from their dugout. So it was like, okay, I'm going to blow a bunch of shit calls and I'm going to make sure that the game gets tied so we go to extras. Now, what happened in extras, I couldn't control. We just needed to make sure that they got another at-bat so they could charge out to the field. Of course, it's rigged, you dummies, LMAO. But it wasn't, though. Okay. We just lost track of the... Okay. The entire game was not scripted. Well, hold on a second. Wait a minute. If you have a problem with that, hold on a second. Those of you that have a problem with the Magicians getting that extra at-bat, wait a minute, hold on here, though. The California Circus got a free run that was predetermined because of the mascot fight. Sorry. That circus run was a predetermined run. They both got something extra. Double rigged. Is every stream you've ever done scripted? No, not this one. This is the first one. The fact that it ended with the Magicians winning and then devolving into the funniest Germa moment in a long time is the best thing about the baseball stream. Yeah, I mean, it was just fun. It was just fun. I knew it was going to be fun. I think, like, Jake asked me this question. Some people in production, some of the performers come up and then, like we just talked about. So I get approached by some people on the crew and they're just like, why did you, like, do this? Like, what's the point of this? Are you, like, why this? Why this? And I have the same answer, and the answer I'll give you, too. The same answer I'll give anybody. I thought it would be funny. That's it. That's all it takes. I saw in my head, okay, so before Dollhouse, the only reason why I wanted to do Dollhouse is because in my head, I was like imagining, I was kind of watching in my head, people in these black spandex suits moving furniture around in like a house that I was like frozen in because it's like the buy phase. And that was the only reason why I wanted to do it. That was like the sole reason to be like, I'm going to start writing it and I want to write the whole thing and I want to get the whole thing the way I want it. It's like a one joke is what makes me want to do something. And the one joke that I wanted to do here that made the whole thing happen was this end of the game thing. The fact that it's this, not just this game. Oh, look, hey, here we are at crunch time. We're going to go over the other games, to me was like, that was why I wanted to do the show, because I thought that would be funny. And that's it. So after that one thing that I see in my head that I think is interesting or funny enough for me is when I go, okay, so now how do I make a whole thing out of this? How do I do a whole show? And then I'm like, I start like writing. Okay, so the Germa Baseball Association, I guess that's what it is. Okay, so here we are, blah, 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 and this is what's happening, and this is it's a beautiful day, and whatever. And I just sort of write a bunch of jokes and a bunch of things that I want to do and see. Then I get on the phone and I start talking to Community Jake, who is the production guy. He's like yeah, let's try to make that happen. I send him all the stuff that I write, and we go back and forth for months, and then it happens. Admit it, you just want to be Brewster's Millions IRL. What a specific reference. The baseballs are sold out again? What? Hold on. The souvenir baseballs are gone. What? What was the replacement? What was the thing that started the Who Replaced Me? What joke was that that made that happen? Very simple. It was me sitting behind somebody with a clipboard and them pretending to be me while I like coached them to be me. That was it. That was like what started the rest of it. Like I just saw me with a clipboard like that. I'm sorry, you didn't do the look at me right. That was enough. It's usually one thing gets me going and then I just start like writing stuff. Remember, your entire stream was an American Dad episode. I'm not kidding. Yeah, it was also a Simpsons episode too. No, Futurama. It was also in Futurama. Only the game used balls are sold out. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't think that. Look, the idea of like a cartoon baseball league with a bunch of jokey baseball is not a new idea, but it's an idea that I wanted to do, right? And to see if I could make it fun. It's not a new idea. Both are out of stock? Really? Oh shit. Okay, they both are out of stock. That's impossible. That's impossible. Should I do more? We want more. Did I just make that up? Did somebody actually say that? Or did I just make that up? Should I restock it again? Get to signing. Yes, please, please, please. Jesus. All right. All right. I'll get back to you next stream. We might do another restocking, so keep an eye out. A second time for at least the balls. What was the joke that started the archaeology stream? Me and Holly breaking a geode outside. It was like just fun to do. We got a geode one day. I was like, oh, this is cool. This sounds fun. And it was like, all right, now let's make up this whole thing. 2 FPS Andy. I can't fix it. I can't fix it. I can't fix it. I can't fix it. I'm sorry. All right, let's keep going. But yeah, this was, we had to make sure the magicians were going to come out at the right time. You know what's really funny about this though? I think there's a few clips of this when we said, all right, that's it, we're out. Like, that's it. A lot of these guys knew each other. And see, they're like kind of, you know, like hugging it out. Like that was a fun day. It's really cool. It was awesome to see it. Like once everything, oh wow, you can see, you can pie right in the face right here. Oh, this is footage. Oh, let me show this. Somebody has like from the stands footage of the whole fight. Yeah, this guy was just spinning around with it. Let me add this. We got a video from the stands here. Here's the fight. It's insane. Yeah, I think at this point it was over. I think they cut out already here. Oh my god, he got all. Oh my god, I didn't even see that. What? Oh my god. Holy shit, they all taking their clothes off. This wasn't even in the show. He got stuck in that. Yeah, see, I got pied again. See? Look at me. I'm on the right. I'm on the left over there. I got another pie directly in the face. That's so funny. That's awesome. Uncensored. Shaving cream in the eyes. Oh, so here, like I was saying, these pass by. But again, here we are. This is in between an inning. This is while you guys are on commercial break or while you're away. Here we are. How's it looking? How's this going? Look good. You got to just start doing this. All right, I'm gonna start doing that now. Okay, you do that now. Okay, go. Back. Enough. Did I ever tell you about what didn't happen? I think I've probably talked about it. Okay, the hot air balloon thing to go from Boston to Vegas. I told you guys that I wanted to find found footage that somebody had from like a dash cam of a bunch of crazy shit that happened up in the air. Did I ever tell you that? Like there was going to be a dash cam on the hot air balloon. And I was in front of a green screen, going to record a bunch of footage of just crazy shit happening up there, like getting invaded by pirates, or like eating people and shit. Like it was going to be nuts. And it was going to be, oh dude, we like found this. Like this was some hot air balloon dash cam. It's like lawless insanity up there. But I never recorded it. Yeah, that never happened either. Oh no, they got him. They got him. They got Ball Boy with the big cartoon hammer. Oh my god, what a mess. This sucks. No, yeah, that sucks. Here's the best part. Right now, he is going, oh, fuck, 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 ow, ow, ow. And he's like, hold on, man, don't touch it. Don't touch it, man. Don't touch it, dude. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I know what that's like. Yeah, I know what it's like. It sucks. And then, yeah, this is great. Once it was like, hey, it's all good and done. This is the coach for the Magicians. This was Joy Handsome. No, it was a great time. It's real. I didn't get to see these, so this is really, I'm really happy about this. Everyone at this point, everyone's got their clothes off. Everyone's clothes are all off. The hair like pulled back. These are fucking great. Oh my god. Holy shit. Kooky the Clown. Kooky the Clown is fucking stacked. Holy shit. Whoa. This photo is fucking crazy. This photo is crazy. This is an insane photo. This is my favorite photo of the whole night. No wonder he snapped Dumbledore's neck. Yeah, but these are all the performers and the players. And if you go kind of like one by one here, you can kind of see and remember who they were. It's such a great group. Truly a great group. I'm just ecstatic about it. They were so much fun. God, I feel like it's like, oh, remember when that happened? Oh, you remember? This was like a week ago. I'm like, oh man, remember? You remember? It was like 6 days ago. Oh yeah, everyone. There were a lot of like at the end of the night, like selfies and stuff. Look at this fucking mustache. And everyone's saying, dude, why do you make the same face in every photo? I don't know. You make different faces in your, if it's like, hey, let's get a picture. It's like, I don't like I just like, that's my take a photo face. It's just like, is that weird? You saw the post? Of course I saw the post. I always make the same, yeah, you make like this, because you know why you make the same face in every single photo? Because you know exactly what that face looks like. If you change it up, right? If you, like, you practice that take a photo face, like, okay, you change that up. I don't know what the fuck that looks like. I have no idea what that looks like. I'm not doing that. I have no idea what I look like. I might look like I might look like a fucking weirdo. I might be like, I might look crazed. No, you have the one face that you know exactly what it looks like and you do it every time. Too much teeth. Yeah. Too much teeth. It's like, or too little teeth is like, no, I got it down. That's it. Nice lifeless eyes. It's a photo. I'm sorry. I'm not like, what do you want? I'm taking a picture. And by the way, the fire breathing, didn't think there was going to be a fire breather on that stream. You didn't think there was going to be a legit guy breathing fucking flames out of his mouth for like 5 straight minutes. But yeah, that's the photos, and that it was awesome. I'm glad I got to share that. Thanks, special huge thanks to Leather Jacket. Leather Jacket came out here and did all this. So big shout out to Leather Jacket for this. And that was the show. That was the baseball show. Tell us about the guy whose pants caught on fire. The guy whose pants caught on fire? What do you mean? Hold on, let me see.
Trying to get the batter up here. Magician's trying to figure out who to turn the center of the plate. And Albertson just trying to get the batter up here. Magician's trying to figure out who to turn the center of the plate.
I mean, that's a trained professional, but you know, sometimes you get.
Albertson just trying to get the batter up here. Magician's trying to figure out who to turn the.
I mean, this is a trained professional. You know what he's doing. He's good. He knows what he's doing. We're good. Multi-talented. Yeah, when the fire breather was going, like, he was taking his fingers and splitting the fire, so the fire was just coming out of 2 different sides. Just boom, boom, boom. Would you ever do director's commentary over one of your big streams? I think stuff like this is good, showing like some clips and pictures and stuff. But I really like the notion that you don't get to really know everything. I'd rather you guys not know every single detail because it's more fun that way. So this kind of is that. Yeah, this is it right now. But I don't want to, you know, line by line after everything that happens, pause and be like, so this is how that happened. I'd rather have at least a little bit of magic and mystery behind it, right? Talk about the man on the ball. He's a performer. Every time you saw somebody do something like this, that was a performer that has a lot of experience in, you know, acrobatics, tricks, juggling, circus type performances. They can move around really quickly. Very animated. They were awesome. Anytime that you saw something like that happen, it was one of these guys. One of the magicians commented on my fan art. That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen on Twitter they've been tweeting stuff out. That makes me happy. That means they had fun. It'd be one thing if they were okay. So if nobody said anything after the show, if it was like, oh, thank you, that was so much fun. Yeah, thanks. And then everyone was dead silent afterwards. Nobody said anything. We never heard from any of the players ever again. It'd be like, oh, I hope it was all right, whatever. That's a good sign that they were tweeting out pictures. What about the bunny? Oh, the bunny trick. Yeah, I didn't even know that was gonna happen. He did like a rabbit trick where he pulled a rabbit out of a hat. I was like, holy shit, that's really happening. It's too bad because that was right. We were having the most kind of internet issues at that exact moment. So he did a whole trick and we really only got to see kind of the end of it. Did you know the commentators from somewhere? They're amazing. They were a connection to somebody on the production team. So somebody on the production team had a contact to, because they do actual broadcast baseball. They do, I think, college games and minor league games, I think. That they live and breathe that. We got real broadcasters. That's what they do. Were you actually frustrated during the event or was it an act? Yeah, that's part of the gig, right? It's part of the fun. There was a point where I was genuinely upset. And it was when I got in my ear for the first time that we were like dropping frames. And I was just like, nowhere we can't be, right? So that I was a little pissed off at that point. But after another inning went by, they turned it off, changed servers, went back to normal. Not another problem the entire rest of the night. So that I went from like being annoyed to, oh, thank God, the last 2 hours of the show is fine. Thank goodness it's not. Because one of the things I was really concerned about when we started actually having those internet, like ingest, whatever they were, problems, there was a loud fuck on stream at one point. Oh, that was fake. Yeah, that was early on. Oh, the fuck. The loud fuck. I know exactly what you're talking about. Do we have a clip? Fuck. Yeah. Yep. No, that was fake. That was before we even started having problems. I remember trying to make it real. And I think that was definitely not real. That was like in the second inning. I was only irritated from like the bottom of the fourth inning to like the top of the sixth inning because I knew we were having a bunch of problems up in like in the truck. But from what I have been told, it was okay, right? It was, some points were kind of bad, but it was watchable, right? For a lot of like the fourth and fifth inning, from what I've been told, it was like okay. It sounded authentic. Let me see.
Run scores. Albertson confirms.
Right on top of.
Oh my God, that was violent. Why did? Oh, it's because I got the pie in the face. It was because I got hit with the pie and I'm irritated. I'm like throwing some people out. Oh yeah.
And another run scored. I do believe so. It should be 5-0. Run scores. Albertson confirms.
Right on top of it. Polka dot.
Apologize for the language. Our effects mic sometimes picks up some.
Okay, that's actually funny. That's actually really funny.
Right on top of it.
Dude, the people in the stands must have thought I was insane. Because I remember I was turned toward the audience and I like screamed it out like towards the audience. All four of them. Can you imagine? Super aggressive. Oh, it sounded like a stock sound effect. Why did I do that? I don't know, because I figured it was appropriate to yell that because I don't know. Who was the fan you kicked out? Oh, I forget what they were saying. They were saying something. It was, what were they saying? Oh, it was something so specific and I can't remember it. But it was, they said it like 5 or 6 times behind me. Wasn't there a 7-year-old there? I mean, I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. Somebody said, "You're closer to the ground than I am. How could you have missed that?" That's probably what it was. That's probably what it was. Family friendly. Well, no, we did tell everybody that was going to come that this was a comedy. This was like a like a potential R-rated comedy routine. We did say that. We did say this was a comedy show. This is a comedy show, and Fansly was the sponsor. You should have thrown out the 7-year-old. This probably, I don't know. What do you want me to say? Did you have fun? Yeah, it was fucking awesome. You kicked out the 7-year-old. No, I did not. I did not kick out anybody that was, they unless they were yelling things at me and I threw them out. And the person that I threw out is, they knew it was a joke and they didn't think it was serious. You're a bad influence. You miss, when the mascot started fighting, the kid's dad picks him up. It's real? That's real. No way. No way. Actually real. Actually real. So you're telling me there's a point where the mascots are fighting and a little kid gets picked up. All right, well, whatever. I got nothing to do with that. Remember we were at PAX East 2018 and this little 10-year-old with his dad approached you and said he was a big fan. And I could just see the shock on your face because he definitely shouldn't have been watching you. Yeah, I remember that. Hey, listen, when you come to this stream, you have to click a button. You have to click a button. That button says something very specific. What does it say? This broadcast is intended for mature audiences. Okay? You have to click that button. And look, I cannot stop somebody from coming here. If somebody is not like 18 and they're, oh, this is a mature stream, it's 18. Oh, it's at least you got to be at least a certain age. I can't look into this screen and see fucking how old you are. This broadcast is for clowns only. Look, I will say this. I hope it comes off this way. Look, listen to me. Look, listen to me. Okay, hear me out. Listen to me. That's how you know I'm about to start talking. That's how, okay. Oh, hey, is Jeremy going to start talking? Oh, hear me out. Listen to me for a sec. That's like before every sentence I've ever said. Okay, but listen to me, for real. I try to have the stream be a fun place. I try to be like positive about shit. I try not to be like, do anything too bad or fucked up. You know what I mean? Like I try to have it be like a decent moments, right? I try to have it be fun. You look like dad about to give me the talk. All right, but listen, I'm a little crass, but I genuinely want people to leave this stream with like I had fun, right? That's it. I cannot control who is here. I can't. All I can do is put the warnings up, right? But whatever. You know what? Whatever. What do you want me to say? I'm wearing the Jack shirt because I feel fucking strong today. How are babies made? I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out for years. A bird flies in and drops it off like a big stork comes into your window. I still don't understand. I don't know. Do you do no more coke? I don't do drugs besides marijuana. It's the only one, and maybe alcohol every 4 or 5 months. Oh yeah, the new trophies came in for the streamer awards. Can you see them? Look, you can see them right next to each other. Look at how much bigger than they are. Cutie sent out replacements for the ones. They're awesome. Yeah, those things are unbelievable. They grew in size. I gotta move some stuff around on the red shelf. Since all the game-used baseballs are gone, can you replace them with the ass-used ones? Oh. Why is everybody Omega lulling? What happened? There's a lot of Omega lulls and I don't know why. What's happening? Why did you read that? Read what? What did I read? What did I do? The asshole ball thing. Oh. Oh, I mean, that was a delayed Omega lull reaction. How much would that sell for? I'm just thinking, remember, you clicked mature audience right when you fucking came here. What would that sell for? What would that actually sell for if it was a fucking open auction? Open auction. No, it was open for like a month. Do you think that would go for more than $10,000? What is this? What's in mod chat right now? Germa F? What is this? What sound effect is this? At most, $60,000 minimum. No, it would not. I would pay $2,000 unironically. Oh, really? Really? Jerma's ass baseball would pay $2,000 for this baseball. Judging by that, the fact that that's your username, I would imagine that would be a lot higher. So you're telling me that if I sold, like, you say I could get 50 fucking grand for each one of these? Are you shitting me? So if I sold 10 ass baseballs for $500,000, are you kidding me? What an investment. What the fuck? Oh man, I really need to find sponsors. These shows are really expensive. Oh yeah, I signed with Evolve. They're gonna be doing a bunch of sponsorships. It's today's sponsor stream. Oh, tomorrow, yeah, I got sponsored by this. But put 10 baseballs up your ass and pay for every fucking show. Really? Really? Do 10 to 20 baseballs and you have the budget for the next fucking year or two of shows. Really, guys? Are you kidding me? Really? Are you serious with me? It's that easy. Can you imagine the articles? Oh, eClown live streamer Jeremy Albertson decides to actually have his Fansly account where he's selling shoved baseballs up his ass to do what he loves, and that's put on the next big stream, and it's going to cover everything. What the hell? Ball Fondler was right. No, that's never going to happen. I'm just saying, I'm just making the argument to... I just have to put 10 baseballs near my ass, like, and I would have enough money to do anything. Like, what the fuck? Oh, we really got to figure out how we're going to pay for this show. I get on the phone with Community Jake. Yep, okay. It's going to cost this. This is going to cost this. Well, if we really want to get that, it's going to cost this. That's a lot of fucking money. Okay, yeah, it's going to go. How are we going to have to reach out to some sponsors? Oh, it's going to take months. It's going to take months. It's going to take months of back and forth figuring it out. Or put 10 baseballs up your ass, Jeremy. I don't know where I actually don't know if that's been on the ground. That actually may have fallen on the ground. I don't know why I did that. That was probably on the, I'm going to brush my teeth. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm actually just going to wash my mouth. Okay, I'm back. That's kind of gross. But I'm good. That was gross. How much for that chapstick? No, we're not doing this anymore. I need to get away from this topic. We're not doing this anymore. Yeah, I should have just moved on. Should have came back and moved on. But isn't that insane to think about that? All the meetings, the dozens of meetings, dozens of them, figuring out how to pay for this show. Dozens of them. Different, trying to find, like, you know, the meetings and, okay, like, let's get down to business here. It's like sometimes you think, you're just like, what the fuck, man? All right, I was going to maybe do something. I think I'm probably going to call the stream here because for a couple things. One, I didn't think I was going to sit here for more than 2 or 3 hours. So I'm here for 2.5 hours. There's a couple things that with the baseball show in particular that I need. There's some loose ends I want to tie up. There's a couple things I need to do here to get prepared and kind of tie up with the show. I know, like, there was 1 stream a week, Andy. I know it's been like that, at least the last week since the show. But I'm not quite ready to come back. But I did want to do this. Just another, like, day or two. That's not going to be long. And then here's the thing. This next show that I'm talking about is at least 2 or 3 months away. So we're going to go back to normal to about the end of the year. So we're just back to kind of normal, just chilling out, playing games, messing around. Regular streams are going to come back. We'll go back to normal. And then another few months, we'll be back at it again, doing the same shit. Only this one, I don't even know. I genuinely don't even know what's going to happen. Because I had an idea what was going to happen with this show and even with Dollhouse, but this one coming up, guys, I have no fucking idea. It's going to be fun, though. I hope so. Keep an eye on the sus to find out when the next stream is going to be. I'll tell you, it's probably going to be on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll go 3 days in a row because I've been away for so long.